This beat ain't regular.
Timberlake,
Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire. For the enemies when I want your success. Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire. For the enemies when I want your progress. Monkey they walk, bamboo the job. They prophet everywhere, see calamity everywhere. Them say freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom of life, democracy done documentary. See my people, them they walk and they come, they go. Parambulation, when them they go, them say they don't know. No work to do, no food to eat, no home to sleep, killing and shooting everywhere. Never no give us light to see beggars all over the corner. Why somebody politician thief for billions? Every day for the thief, one day for the owner. Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire. For the enemies when I want your success. Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire. For the enemies when I want your progress. I travel go abroad. See what them they do our people. No be joke. They turn Africans to their slaves.
I met Wealth in March of 2020 during the lockdown. He was walking on my street in Sangotedo Access, and he had grocery bags, and he was walking into his apartment. On my street, a lot of us in our estate are friends. There are lots of streets here, but this particular street, we're all friends. We have a great community. And he came to me and was introduced to me by another young man who was walking with him, who was really excited that I was their neighbor. Don't you know Auntie Kemi? He said, no, I've never met her, but she does a lot of stuff, music, media, everything. And that night, Will told me that he's a music artist and that he wanted me to listen to his music. Now, I get that request a lot. In Canada, I was a music publicist. In America, same thing. I was also a music journalist, and I tend to interview a lot of big stars. My son, Rich KJT Music, who's now an artist, used to follow me to all these interviews. So that's why a lot of people see my son in a lot of interviews with big stars, and he was doing his own little interviews with them too, as KJ, the kid reporter. So, the basic bottom line, I've even been a Grammy George twice. The Juno Awards, which is Canada's Grammys, I've been a judge over there too. So what they call a music executive over there in Canada, especially, they featured me in Industry Magazine as one of the top 10 most powerful women in the entertainment industry. All the club owners knew me, everything. I tried to come and bring that to Nigeria to boost this industry, but it was full of haters, negativity, and people that didn't believe in you because they heard something about you. So I left that industry alone, I was never part of the music industry in Nigeria until now. Everybody wants my attention. Everybody likes Kemi now. And they've realized how powerful I could be in this industry. Tiwa Savage once told me that, see, the industry needs you. And I said to her, well, if they just, accept me in that industry, but I'm not looking to be accepted. She knew what was going on. She knew the kind of parameters this industry needs. Let's go back to Wealth. So his name is Kingsley Chinedu Otalo. Kingsley Chinedu Otalo came from a village in the Agbor, Delta State. A young man who just wanted to make it in Nigeria without doing fraud, Yahoo, all that. And he moved to Lagos in a small apartment. And he was working part-time as a car dealership. He was helping somebody with a car dealership business and all that. And he wanted to do music on the side. He'll go to the studio, go to his work, take his paycheck, use it to pay for studio time. So when he said, listen to my music, how many tracks did he have? 2 tracks. Normally, I don't listen to anybody's music. People pay me to do that. And one thing I just remembered when he said, please, I want you to listen to I just remember Drake. Okay, I was standing in the line at Molson Amphitheater in Toronto. in 2007. Drake was in front of me and my son. Drake was an actor on TV in a TV series called Degrassi, and he held this demo, and that's something I always preached in Canada. If you're a music artist, put a CD in your pocket or 3 CDs, because you never know who you may meet. Just hand them your demo and say, please listen to it. So Drake had a demo, and I took it and I listened, and the rest is history. Look how big he got. I started promoting his songs, doing a lot. When I became a publicist, he became big and moved, built. I can't begin to tell you the success Drake has had, and it was like a family over there. So when Kingsley said to me, Wealth said to me, Auntie, please listen to my music, I went online and I told him to send me the tracks. He did. And I like what I heard. And many of you saw what happened the following month in April. I had a show called Quarantine Radio in Nigeria, trying to mimic what another mentoree, I mentored Tory Lanez down the line in 2011 in Canada. So Tory had this very successful radio show on Instagram. I copied it, Quarantine NG, Nigeria, Quarantine Radio NG. Many of you saw the celebrities that came on the show, everything. I only did it for the lockdown. When the lockdown was eased, show ended. So at the end of the day, it's like I went to listen to the music, and I used Holy Ghost Fire as my starting song. And Holy Ghost Fire was just very good. It sang about, see, when you haven't heard a song before and somebody tells you, listen to my song, it sang about basically everything we're going through in Nigeria. Sign of the times. Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, no NEPA, every day for the thief, one day for the, everything Wealth sang is now happening today, July 8th, 2020. It's really sad, but he foresaw this kind of stuff. And then next thing you know, I started using his music. I started promoting, and I offered him 6 months free PR and artist development to tell him and to teach him how the music business works. I charged thousands of dollars for this, and also to put him on the map. I started by getting him on DistroKid. We distributed those 2 tracks out to Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, because I want his music downloaded. I want him to make money. So you should go down there and download his songs, WEALTH9ja, on Apple Music, iTunes, Google Music, Amazon Music. 150 naira. Download Holy Ghost Fire. Download Poverty Na Zombie. Zombie is there. They're very good songs. If you have Instagram stories and you like going to the music, search him, WEALTH9ja, and use his music in your clips, in your stories. It's just something one must do to support. And I promised that I'll mentor him for the 6 months. And then he came to me one day and said, police keep stopping him when he goes to the studio. They target his car. They know a white car is coming with red interior and a nicely dressed guy. He felt like he was raped. Wealth could not tell me he was stigmatized, like he was raped. I transferred money into their account. Twice he transferred money into police SARS account. Extortion. Fear. And then the third time they asked him for, are you not going to give us money for fuel? This young man takes me out for errands if I want to go out. And anytime I see a police officer, I give them 500 naira each. I'm carrying 3,000 to give to police. Buy a mask, get something to eat. Just little tips. Everybody knows me in this area. Sangotedo, Jack on Date, Ajah, everything. They know me because of me on social media, my work. And that's why I always say to people, don't, it's not who you know, it's who knows you. Let people know you. At the end of the day, he was telling me stuff like he's being extorted all the time. I've seen Wealth go out on Okada without taking his car. And I asked him yesterday, I said, tell me the truth, I'm your mother in Lagos. After this incident at Badore last week, his parents called from Delta. They called his parents from all over Nigeria. Did you see what happened to your son in Lagos? Who is that powerful woman? That's what his father asked him. Who is that powerful woman? Please greet her for us. When your parents are calling from the village in Delta to find out how your health is, because everybody has called them and said that Kingsley was in a SARS situation. It's time that we reform police in Africa. Kingsley, WEALTH9ja, was assaulted by Ghanaian police 2 years ago just because he looked flashy and he was filming a music video in their country. And they told him, who cares? Isn't this how your own police molest you? We'll do worse. They were beating him because that's how their own police in Nigeria. They said they're doing it to a lot of Nigerians in Ghana. The same Ghanaians that lived in our country legally, and Shagari had to deport them in 1983, weaving Ghana must go bags. It is wrong. It's completely wrong. The pictures are very horrible. The bruises are bad. And here they are. Part 2 coming up on how we started our day that morning. The 3rd of July, 2020. Everything will change by the end of the day. I ended up talking to the SARS officers, educating them about profiling, screaming, yelling loud. People made so much fun of the spinning that I did. It was just like a ruckus, and I had to do it. Badore, same thing happened yesterday to some artists. They released them after Segalink intervened. Why are we doing stop and search when the IGP has said no stop and searches? Why? I'm Dr. FIRST music publicist and manager to WEALTH9ja. Part 2 coming up. Well, as you've seen the bruises on him, he managed to cover some of it with new tattoos in his arm. But all the bruises on his legs are still there, but a lot of it has healed, but they left scars. I want to question the Ghanaian police on this matter, and I'm not going to stop. It is happening to many Nigerians in Ghana and even Ghanaians. African police is what Wealth says. Wealth has a visible fear of police because he's targeted because of how he looks and his car. He has never done any kind of fraud. I'm an investigative journalist, even though I just retired from that a few days ago. Today being the 8th of July, no one should have to go through this. These pictures were shown to me by Wealth just 2 days ago on the 6th of July, 2020. And the more reason why I'm encouraged to help him with his music career. I feel that this is a bigger problem, but I'm going to do my own part as Samuel Akinyemi. I've been music management, music publicist. I've done a lot of work for many big artists, Sierra, Drake, Nicki, everybody in North America. This isn't North America. This is my country, Nigeria. And police brutality has changed everything. One of the things Officer Kelechi said at the Badore incident was that he doesn't care about what's going on in America. I care, because police brutality, shooting black people and, just doing a lot of systemized racism, institutionalized racism is what caused Black Lives Matter movement to come. And now it has turned into political avenues, all kinds of psychological activism. And this is what we need in Africa right now. If not for the pandemic, it's time that African youths speak out and revolt on what police is doing. And these governments listen. I'm writing the ECOWAS and the AU, African Union, on the concerns of African youth and police brutality, because youth lives matter, okay? African youth's lives matter, and we cannot continue like this. With SARS and other police agencies like Ghanaian police, we must speak out. I'm Dr. Samuel Akinyemi, community activist, retired journalist, pharmacist, PR specialist.
Wipe your tears, oh. Put your hope in God, oh. Waiting no kill him and they make my strong, oh. Oh my God, oh. Yeah, I cry, oh. Your children them